What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've been driving the Volvo EX30 for the past few weeks to get a bit more acquainted with this new generation Volvo car, together with the EX90 of course. There's a new Google user interface system, pretty much everything is hidden in one screen. And whilst driving this car for the past few weeks, I've discovered some, well, useful things. So in this video, a tips and tricks video from my side. So let's get started. So first thing which is good to know probably, this is my phone, and down here you have a wireless charger. Now usually phones will slide around over these pads over here, but Volvo is pretty clever and they inserted a bit of rubber on this side, so you can place your iPhone over there or your Android, push it down a bit, and then it will stay in place actually, thanks to the rubbers over there. Now normally I have a cover around it, and then it is a bit harder to push it in. You can still do so, perhaps it will damage your phone or your case a bit, so be careful with that. But do know that if you push your phone down a bit, it will stay in place. And this new, pretty big infotainment screen with the new Google Android Automotive OS system running on this Volvo. I really enjoy it. Took me a couple of days to get really used to it, but now I'm pretty okay with it. Very bright, very clear as well. But yeah, as I say already, bright. So if you prefer to have a dark mode of this, that is possible to also change that yourself. And I didn't know this, but if you press over here, then you can adjust the brightness, for example, but also activate the dark theme, and then everything becomes dark. Otherwise the car will do this by itself when basically the sun goes down, or when it becomes a bit more dark, then the car will recognize that and turn it off, or will turn it into black, or again back to day setting. Yeah, it's pretty useful. There's also this calm view, for example, so then over here it becomes a bit more calmer, as you can see. Yeah, I wish somebody told me this a bit earlier, because it's a pretty useful feature hidden over there. And there are also a couple of options for the layout of the screen basically. So currently you are seeing everything, so there are widgets over here, the contextual bar is over here as well. If you think that is a bit much, well then the first thing you can do is over here, as I just mentioned already, go into the calm view, then this becomes a bit more calmer. Then also press the home button once, and then these two tiles will disappear. There you go, then you have a nice big layout, for example, for Google Maps. But then if you keep the home button pressed, you will enter the, well, complete calm view. So let's wait a bit, and there you go. Then you only have the camera and the media option pretty much, and then perhaps if you even enable dark theme, then you just have a very calm black, well, surface over there. Now then, perhaps also good to know, if you keep the home button pressed for a little longer, then you will enter the cleaning mode of the screen, so basically it will lock itself, and then you are able to clean it with a cloth. I believe there's also one over here in the dashboard hidden over there. But yeah, as you can see, lots of fingerprints, because of course everything is happening over here. So yeah, then keep this one pressed for 5 seconds, and then you will leave the screen cleaning mode. Then let's talk rear view mirrors, because, well, we have 3, of course, 2 on the outside and 1 interior rear view mirror. Now this is the ultra spec, so pretty much everything is on this one, 360 cam, sunroof, etc, etc. But there are automatically dimming rear view mirrors, and on most Volvos that is pretty much standard nowadays, on the Plus and on the Ultra. On the EX30 as well, on Ultra, and perhaps on Plus as well. But then, cheeky guys at Volvo, then the left rear view mirror is automatically dimming. The rear view mirror is, hello, but that one on the right is not. So a car driving behind you with bright lights, these two will dim for you automatically, but the one over there on the right, not. So yeah, that is one of those small cost-cutting-ish budget thingies happening on the Volvo EX30. For me, not really a showstopper driving around in winter. As you can see, it's pretty dark outside as well today. It is fine, and you can adjust that rear view mirror to be a bit less like in your view, in your face, when the car is driving behind you. So it is okay to manage, but I think it's a good thing to know. Then, as I live in Europe, in the Netherlands, we have this new ISA safety requirement. Basically, the car needs to warn you when you are speeding. Now, luckily you can turn that off. So over here, if we press car settings, then over there you can turn it off. So warning, speed limit, driver alert, you can also turn that off. I used to do that on the first Volvo EX30s with the first software, but now Volvo improved it quite a bit, so I don't really need to turn that one off, because over here is that thing looking at you. If you're not paying attention, the car will warn you. But yeah, it's not really that annoying as it was at first. Only when I'm looking ahead, like into a corner, and I'm watching that way, if the corner goes there, then the car will say, hey, pay attention please on the road. But then, you know, I'm kind of looking at the road because it's a corner. But generally speaking, driver alert is okay. But that speed warning, you can turn it off over here. But you can also add it as a custom shortcut to this button over there. So this is a customizable button. And let's see, I need to think about this one. If you go into settings, bediening, steering wheel button. Currently I have one pedal drive because I prefer to drive one pedal drive, and my girlfriend prefers to drive not with the one pedal drive. So then it's a nice little shortcut over there as well. But as you can see, you can also turn off the speed warning over there. Onto the steering wheel over here, and then press it once. Oh yeah, this is, by the way, that calm view or that normal view. But let's say one pedal drive, press it once, and you'll see that over there that setting will change. Yeah, okay, there we go. Next tip, this car is running on Google, and make use of that. Yes, it is only one screen and that might distract whilst driving, but if you know how to use Hey Google, I'm sorry for the viewers on TVs and whatnot, let's press that away, but you know, make use of that. So for example, I'm gonna press it over here. You can also activate it over there, so I will not trigger all your Hey Google things at home. But let's say, zet stoelverwarming uit.
Oké, ik zet de stoelverwarming aan de
that was
bestuurderskant
in
uit.
Dutch, but I asked it to turn off the heated seats, and then it will turn off. Let's try another one. Zet stoelverwarming aan.
Goed, ik zet de stoelverwarming aan de bestuurderskant aan.
And there we go. Or for example, zet temperatuur naar 25 graden.
Goed, ik verander de temperatuur naar 25 graden.
And there you change, for example, the climate settings and, you know, all kinds of things. So get acquainted with the Google system, because it really helps you make life a bit easier whilst driving, especially in the Volvo EX30. Something about the seat adjuster. There's a button on the left side of my seat. It is an electric one. Also on the right over here for the passenger. Nice interior, by the way. This is the standard indigo, bluish interior. Yep, getting distracted. But if you press that button, you'll be able to also adjust the seat, and also, for example, well, this is the position and the recline, but also the seat. So you raise it or you lower it. But pressing that, you'll basically enable all settings of the seat. So don't be fooled, as I was in the beginning. For example, let's turn the camera around. My first Volvo EX30 I drove was on the press event in Barcelona with Volvo cars. And then I was a bit annoyed, like I can only adjust it back and forth and the recline of the seat. But now press the button and then you can adjust the height of the seating position and things like that. So yeah, it's actually pretty customizable. So I just figured let's share that one as well. Now another tip about the tailgate of this car. There's this button for it to automatically close. Apparently if you keep that pressed a bit longer, then it will stay open for 30 seconds and then it will close automatically. That will enable you to, for example, take out goods if your hands are full with, I don't know, groceries and a baby or whatnot. Personal experience currently. Keep it pressed for a bit and then the tailgate will apparently close after 30 seconds. And that are some tips and tricks from my side. Bit of a spontaneous video, but I do enjoy to really make these tips and tricks videos. I also made them for plenty of other Volvo cars, Lynk&Co as well. So check that out as well if you're interested in that. Do let me know your tips and tricks in the comments down below, because surely you guys driving the Volvo EX30 or owning one especially, you'll have plenty more tips. So let me and us know over here in the comments down below. And that being said, friends, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it or if this video was a bit useful, give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe for more tips and tricks and Volvo videos, Polestar, Lynk&Co, plenty to come this year as well, 2025. Happy New Year. But yeah, that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Coming soon, of course, over here on the channel. Thanks for your support. Bye bye.